Hi, I am Genevieve Francoeur Anderson. I go by Jenna. I am the teaching assistant for this course, and it's let's see, EDSE 541. I can never remember the numbers, but it's Intro to Visual Impairment and Deaf Blindness. And a little bit about myself. Let's see, I am a teacher of the visually impaired, and I'm a COMS 2 certified orientation mobility specialist. And I worked for about 3 years before I decided I really wanted to get my PhD. And I went back to UNC, and I now am studying with Dr. Correa Torres, and she's my advisor. And so I love the program. So not too long ago, I was thinking about this earlier. I think it's maybe 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 7, that I was in your shoes and I was taking this course. And the reason I took it was because I was a special education teacher, a SPED generalist in Colorado. And I really wanted to get my master's in severe needs or significant support needs, and there really wasn't anything available. So I thought, I'm going to either do, the options were visual impairment or hearing impairments and deaf and hard of hearing. And so I had to decide, what was I going to do? And I knew of some of my students who had visual impairments, and I thought it was really, really cool. So I decided visual impairment, and that's how I ended up becoming a TVI. And so I was in your shoes, and I was taking the class, and I took the same time I took this class, I also took the Braille class, the Intro to Braille class. And I knew nothing about visual impairments, really nothing. And I emailed Dr. Conroy, and I said, there's something wrong with this Braille writer, only 6 keys work. And that's how Braille works. She was very nice, she was very kind, and she emailed me back and she said, well, Jenna, in Braille, we only use 6 keys to form the 6 dots that make a pattern for a Braille cell. And she, so the moral of this story is that wasn't too long ago that I was in your shoes, and I knew nothing about Braille. I knew nothing. You're not going to be learning Braille, but I knew nothing about visual impairments. I had very little exposure to kids with visual impairments, and I not only survived, but I think I did fairly well, and I loved it. My experiences in this class and all the other classes in the program were just fantastic. Dr. Correa Torres is one of the nicest people I know. She's so nice, she might be too nice. And Dr. Conroy, also very, very nice. She answered all my questions without ever saying, that is a really dumb question, Jenna. And so if you're like me and you have very little experience going into this class, then you'll do great. Just hang in there, and if you need any kind of help, please contact Dr. Correa Torres or myself, and we'll be willing to answer any questions at all. This class is really about getting your feet wet in visual impairments. It's a great class. It's one of my favorites. You really get that exposure to all the different kinds of visual impairments and how vision loss affects kids and the support they need from us. And it's just a really great class. So I'm so excited, as you can tell, to be your teaching assistant. And just thank you so much for the opportunity. And it'll be great to meet you guys. Bye.